Hey all, it's been a minute since I've given any kind of a build update. Not to worry though, I've been chugging away at my list of tasks, and it's been shrinking and shrinking. Over the summer I took a Zoom physics class, which was all the intensity of a college physics course jammed into an 8-week half semester. I made it through though, and even though the homework sucked, I actually really enjoyed being able to apply these equations and principles I learned in physics to real life. If any of you follow my YouTube channel, you can tell the level of effort I put into videos during that half semester time frame. But I'll give you a real video now. I've completed my panel, everything is installed, and I'm very happy with how it all came together. I learned more independence in problem solving and sort of management during my panel building and designing phase. Sonic's kit isn't a Lego set, but by the time I came to my panel, I was burning through simple fabrication and assembly plan sheets pretty easy. They tell you exactly what to do, and to a large extent, how to do it. When I came to the panel sheet, it was just a big view of the panel blank and text that read, "Make a panel." It was very open-ended and was a different beast from the detailed and precise plan sheets that I was more experienced with. Over the course of my panel project, I learned to tackle more open-ended projects like that. It took me a little while, but I'm a better builder for it. In the tail feathers, I'm just about done. I built that white fairing from fiberglass cloth and resin. I formed it, and then through several stages of sanding and making lots of itchy fiberglass dust, I refined it into the fairing that you see here. Up in the fuel tank, I noticed there was a faint smell of gasoline. I dumped another half gallon in as a test, and the next day found the whole garage stinky. Clearly, there was a leak. We found the leak path, and it led to one of the NPT threaded plugs. It didn't have the proper amount of sealant on it, and so the tiny gasoline molecules were able to slip through the open spaces in the thread and slowly leak out. I fixed this by reinstalling the plug with a little more sealant. There were a number of small things to do when the windscreen was off. I needed to install doublers in the longerons, sew the mat, seal the front of the Lexan, and put permanent hardware in. The hardest part was definitely getting a wrench and a nut in those hard to reach places, but a couple podcasts later, and my dad and I got it done. Now it's closed up for good. My current projects are investigating the engine oil leak and the brake fluid leak. I found and sealed one oil leak, and I think I found the other place that it's getting out. I just haven't sealed it yet. The brakes are another story. My dad and I have come up with two ideas that might explain the disappearing brake fluid. The first is that this fluid is just too small and hard to work with, and the brake system has tiny leak paths that the .5 fluid can escape from. If that's the case, I'll have to purge all of this fluid and use a more conventional .3 fluid. The other explanation is that there are bubbles inside the master cylinder where we just can't see them. The test or solution for that is to really move and jostle the master cylinder around when bleeding the brakes. This is an easier thing to test, so I'm going to do this first, and if it fixes the leak, awesome, good deal. But if not, I'll be prepared to change the fluid. In the near future, I have a couple tasks on my horizon. I need to get the tailwheel linkage rod fabricated. I have rod ends for it, and I have some sections of thread that I will get welded into the tube. I'll be cutting it to a rough length, which can be finely adjusted using the rod ends once it's finished. The other task is to bend the rudder cable adjusters a bit more and possibly refabricate them so that they're perfectly in line with the motion of the cable. Rudder control is a critical system, and I'd like to not have an obvious stress riser in it. I also need to install the rudder return springs while I'm working under the panel there. Well, that's all for this build update. Hope you guys enjoy the footage, and I'm going to be recording a lot more of my build sessions, so the next video should hopefully have some actual work recorded. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, ring that bell, do all the YouTube stuff, read the description. I don't really care. I'm not that serious about YouTube.